Miami versus Kansas City and BFE Germany. So we really have the number 1 and number 2 fantasy power rank teams going head to head with each other. Miami with a total of 597.1 points and Kansas City with 581.05 points. These two teams are near identical. I have a feeling it's going to be a close game. In terms of offense, Miami's number 1 in overall fantasy points, the number 1 in passing, the number 1 in rushing, and number 2 in receiving, slightly behind the Minnesota Vikings. And then we look at Kansas City, number 2 in offense, 4th in total passing, 20th in rushing, and 4th in receiving, with the trio Tua, Tyreek, and Waddle. And for Kansas City, we have no other than Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the gang. And when comparing both offenses, Miami's offense most of the time looks like a juggernaut. And Kansas City's offense at times can look juggernaut-ish when Mahomes and Kelce are playing in perfect symphony. So here's the takeaway. In terms of fantasy defense, the Chiefs have the best defense that the Dolphins have faced all year. And for Kansas, the only top 10 defense they faced all year were the number 3 Jets, and they edged out that win 23-20. And we haven't seen the Dolphins play a top 10 defense. Closest they've been to facing a top 10 defense was against the Buffalo Bills, who routed them in their first loss. Their other loss was against Philly's 32nd ranked pass defense, and where the Dolphins failed to get their running game going against the number 1 rush defense in terms of fantasy points. So Kansas City should make things harder on this juggernaut offense, especially if you can make them one-dimensional. And on the other hand, the Dolphins have a bottom 5 defense overall. That's 24th in pass points allowed and 25th in rush points allowed. The Kansas City offense shouldn't have a hard time getting into offense. The Dolphins do have an upside that they do have Jalen Ramsey back in the rotation, and he looks like he's in peak season form. If anything, this is going to be a game that's going to determine who's number 1 in the league. I mean, this is really going to be a close game. The Chiefs are number 1 at protecting quarterback, and the Dolphins are number 3. And on the flip side, the Chiefs are number 4 at getting at quarterbacks, and the Dolphins are number 5, only 1 sack less than the Chiefs. And I believe this is where the game will be won, is the battle at the line. So I ran a fantasy model, and basically everyone on offense is going to have a great game. In the top 3, we have Tua, Tyreek, and Travis. Mostert should have a good game. I don't see him really breaking out like he did against Denver. Isaiah should have a good game, and I think he'll be the key on offense, because if Kansas City can have a great run game, then the pass game will come easier. The keys to the game for Miami. They really need to set the tone. I know that Mike McDaniels liked to kick it off to the opponent. This might be the game where he actually starts his offense first. And for Kansas City, all they have to do is follow the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Do what you do best, protect the ball more, and that should be a key factor to winning this game. For our diamonds on the turf, if Miami defense can step up, since this is the most healthiest that it's ever been, that can be a rude awakening to Kansas City, because they got beat by the Denver Broncos defense. And for Kansas City, like I mentioned before, if Isaiah can get off to a good game and keep the Kansas City offense multi-dimensional, it's really going to be a cakewalk. Thank you for looking at the fantasy data model with me. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well you watched the entire video. And to see more videos like this, leave a comment saying that you like it. Subscribe for more. As I am the creator of this data model, I'm a data analyst and I love this stuff. So thank you for watching. Bye.